Hi, everybody. This is Ed Parker coming to you live from Flower Mound, Texas. It's getting a little late my time here, so if I stumble and I'm not going to start over again because I've already started over 3 times. So I'm being real. I'm going to just get through this training here tonight. I promised to get a training out, so I'm going to get that to each and every one of you. I hope you're having a great day. I know yesterday we had a chance, West and I, we drove up to Oklahoma to launch a new organization up there. Tammy, thank you for hosting the event. What a wonderful group of people. Jill, thank you for opening up your house and just a beautiful home and just great spirit. We're so excited to get your organization started up in Oklahoma. Hey, and this is what we do, guys. As part of the training tonight is events as well. I want to talk about prospecting. We talk about building for these events. And that's what Wes and I did. We drove all the way to Oklahoma from Dallas. It's close to Tulsa, so it's over a 4-hour drive. And then after the meeting, we drove all the way home. Got home at 3 in the morning, and that's what you do when you're in building mode, and you know that it's a first mover's advantage. You go outside your comfort zone. You do live events. You go meet some people. You never know what's going to be on the other side. And I think we found us some diamonds up there in Oklahoma, and it's going to make that trip worth it. In the long run, we'll be making many more trips up there as well. And I'm encouraging you tonight, if you're not doing live events, I'm going to put this right up front. You have to start doing live events. The foundation of this industry is getting people together. This is social marketing. This is not sit home and look at social media marketing. This is you getting social, you bringing people together, you doing live demonstrations, showing the videos, shaking hands, handing out samples, and doing what it takes, high touch as well as high tech. This, what I'm doing right now, is high tech. This is reaching my good friend Roland Alexander in Nigeria. Hi, Roland. He's in Nigeria listening to this. We have people in the Philippines right now in front of Alex Arnold. And, we're utilizing everything that we can possibly use in order to communicate information fast, okay? However, you're in the business. This is not how you get people in the business by using technology. This is how to keep you engaged, informed, inspired, and moving your business forward. We want to use technology to plant seeds, okay, to pique curiosity. But at the end of the day, I've never in my 26 years been able to just do this without having to marry high tech and high touch together. And there's a balancing act between that. So I want to talk about that tonight is, really the 4 things that we have to learn how to do really well, which is contacting, invite. So write that down. Number 1, we got to get good at contacting and inviting. We got to get really good at moving people into the tools that we have, and then moving people into events and following up. Fortune's in the follow-up. So if we can master contacting and inviting, not making ourselves the issue, not being the tool, but using the tools, and boy, do we have tools here at Jeunesse, okay? So learn how to master using the tools, pushing more people in front of those tools, taking yourself out of the equation, not being the issue, okay? Mastering how to use the tools, mastering how to build for events. I'm going to tell you, the person that has the most events happening in their marketplace, the person that has the best parties going on in the marketplace, whether they're training parties or they're demonstration parties, doing instantly ageless demo parties, those are the ones that are going to win. And the one who understands that the fortune is in the follow-up, is you got to follow up, you got to follow up, you got to follow up, right? So those are 4 things. So what I'm going to talk about tonight is I'm going to talk about basically contacting and inviting. and I'm going to give you some understanding of the numbers, okay? Because it is about the numbers. And before I get into that, understand that when you're in a company that has the kind of momentum that Jeunesse Global has right now, #1 fastest growing company that's about to set every record in the direct sales industry, company that will be to $1 billion a year first and fastest than any other company out there, company that has a wow product that helps someone look 10 years younger in less than 2 minutes, where we live in an instant gratification society. The product is storming the world right now, and we have to get in front of it and understand that if you don't contact your friend next door, you don't tell your person that you're working with, you don't tell that person at Starbucks you bump into tomorrow, if you don't give them a sample, if you don't give them the 2-minute video, guess what? Somebody else will. Our job isn't to sell. Our job isn't to convince. Our job is simply to expose the information, share the information. So when you're out there today, tomorrow, understand, in order for you to break through whatever fear it is that you may have about talking to people, here's how you have to come. Here's how I broke through it. As I learned from a mentor of mine that it wasn't about getting people. It wasn't about convincing people or selling them on something. You know, my mentor taught me it was about who can I write down that I love? Who would I write down that I want to bless tomorrow? Who do I care about? Who do I want to share with? Whose life do I want to change? I believe in my heart that this is the opportunity for the next 5 years, the next 10 years, for the next 20 years. I spent 20 years with one company, made millions of dollars, retired at the age 35 with a walkaway wealth, and I was looking. And it wasn't until I found Jeunesse, understanding the size of the market, of the anti-aging market, the Nobel Prize winning products that we have, both for the internal aspect and the external products that we have, the science behind these products, okay, the exclusivity behind what it is we have. I looked at this in every way, shape, or form. The company has deep, 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 deep pockets. Okay, you don't go to 121 countries in 5 years if you don't have a lot of money. It takes money to do that. And it takes, that's capital. And it also takes intellectual capital, which Wendy and Randy have plenty of. So because we have capital, intellectual capital, we have a global platform that all of us can run on, you know, that hasn't even scratched the scratch yet. This company will be the fastest growing company to $1 billion, okay, within its first 6 or 7 years. No one's ever done it before. And there's companies right now, guys, that I know, good friends of mine that are in, that are good companies. And they, there's one company that I was talking to, the top money earner over there. He just happened to call me the other day. And he said, they were doing about almost 800 million in sales. I think they've been in business 13 years, and they're only in about 13 countries. And they're doing 780 million. Jeunesse Global is in 121 countries. We only did 419 million last year. We did 78 million the month before in April for the month. We're on track to do $1 billion within its first 6 or 7 years. And we're open in 121 countries, which means that we have a whole lot of market. And in the US, ain't nothing happening in the US, because everything in the first 5 years happened in Asia. They were doing $50 million a month in Asia before anyone in North America knew this company existed. And until Instantly Ageless came out in November 2014, and the video went viral, then they sold out in 17 minutes, when they did the live demonstration on stage. In 17 minutes, they sold out of the product. And then they had to put a governor on it, you know, from November, December, January, February, until they ramped back up with more inventory. And then in April, they finally came out with, oh, we can order up to 20, and then allow people to buy some retail off your website. So it has only been until April that Instantly Ageless hit, so you could retail it. April, May, June. We're now in June, okay? That the world needs to know about this product. And I'm going to teach you how to take the product to the world. And I'm going to simplify, because many people complicate things and they don't grow. And I don't want to talk about me a lot, but and it's because it's not about me. And people say, well, you retired when you were 35. Yes. I built a group of 150,000 members within my last company, 150,000, not because I was good, because I plugged into the system and I let the compounding effect of time, lots of people doing a little bit, you know, two who get two, who get two, who get two, but it takes time to build that. It was over 20 years that I built a base of 150,000 people, okay, that allowed me to receive or walk away wealth. Because if you're here just for the next 30, 60, 90 days and you think you can get rich, you might as well just stop today, because it doesn't happen that way. Okay, understand the magic penny concept. Okay, but put years to it. 5 years from now, you're only going to be 5 years older. Okay, but if you stick with something, if you do something long enough, if you follow a system, okay, of doing simple disciplines over time, you'll be amazed when you stick with something how it will grow, and it will grow beyond you, and it isn't about you. And so many people think because you're smart, or you need to use your engineering degree or your doctorate degree or whatever in order to do the things that you do to be successful, that the reason why you're going to succeed in a company like Jeunesse is because you're good. No, when you realize it's not about you, that you got to surrender to the system, surrender to the purpose, to get yourself out of the way, to share the tools with people, not be the tool, that's when you start to see success. That's when you start to see duplication. When you realize that it has nothing to do with how great you are. And you're probably great. And then you probably can give a good presentation. And you can probably inspire people. But what inspired the success of this was the company in November 2014. What lit the US on fire was they did a live demonstration called Instantly Ageless. They changed somebody's looks in less than 2 minutes, took 10 years off of their age in less than 2 minutes, live on stage, filmed it, that went viral. That is what took the company to where it is today. It went from 50 million to 78 million in a very, very short period of time, because the product is so powerful. The most demonstrable product I've ever seen in this industry. When people see it, it's jaw-dropping. It's a 2-minute video that will wow just about anybody. Almost unbelievable how effective the product works in 2 minutes. And the only thing that I want to teach you today is how you can change people's lives 2 minutes at a time. I want to teach you anything else besides how to change people's lives just 2 minutes at a time. So let me go into the training and tell you some of the numbers of what you're going to face. Because first you got to understand, to be inoculated, to have long-term success, you got to understand what you're about to come into. So I'm going to fast forward, share with you what you're about to come into, okay? Because success isn't easy. Okay, this business takes work. You're going to get rejection. You're going to get people, you got to get down on yourself sometimes. Some of you might be like, oh, I don't know if it's for me. And I'm going to share with you how to get through that, how to manage your emotions. okay, through the roller coaster. Because, you know, you're up and then you're down, then you're up, then you're down. You know, information like this is hopefully going to keep you steady. You know, my job is to, when a good leader is somebody that can take you when you're in the valley and get you out of the valley. Okay. When everything's going good, anybody can do that. Success comes when adversity hits and we overcome the adversity and we pick you back up, dust you off, and keep you moving forward. All right. So I want to share with you, though, how you can get in front of the wave that's about to hit here in North America with this wonderful company called Jeunesse Global, fastest growing company in the country. It's taken the industry by storm, but I want you to take advantage of it, you know, and if you just sit there, you're going to get run over. So every minute that you don't talk to somebody that you know that you're losing, somebody's going to call my neighbor. Somebody's going to call the person that you work with. Somebody's going to call your relative. Somebody's going to share the 2-minute video with somebody on that database in your cell phone, and that somebody might become a diamond and you're going to lose out. The window of time is now, and you got to compress that time by creating massive action. Massive action. Not a little bit of action. You talk to a few people, you make a little bit of money, right? You talk to nobody, you're going to make no money. If you talk to lots of people, you're going to make lots of money. If you share the 2-minute video with lots of people, you're going to make more money than the person who doesn't share it with people. And so every minute, you're losing a window of opportunity when you're not sharing, when you're not working, when you're not doing the thing, okay? And so I want to give you a little roadmap to go on. So, you know, I'm going to go into a share screen here. I'm an amateur at this stuff, so forgive me if I'm not doing it correctly. It says that we are sharing the screen, okay, which doesn't mean that you're seeing what I want to see yet, but you should see. Yes, you should see that screen. So Jeunesse Global, redefining youth as we know it, Nobel Prize winning products. The Yes system is probably the best youth enhancement system I've ever seen in the marketplace. Before all of the success that started happening here in the US just a short 6 months ago with the introduction of Instantly Ageless, this company had already been doing $50 million per month because Luminesce is that powerful. Reserve, 30% of the company's sales with Reserve alone, greatest antioxidant product out there. AM/PM, a product that just was nominated for a Nobel Prize based on the formula of AM/PM because of the effects of epigenetics. Okay, you're talking about affinity that actually grows your telomeres and reverses the aging process, that won a Nobel Prize, was nominated, won a Nobel Prize in 2009. Rocking, cool products that nobody can touch, that are exclusive in the marketplace. When you get on these products, you're going to stay on these products. You're going to love the products. You're going to feel great. You're going to look better. And it's going to do wonderful things for your body without getting into all the details. The youth enhancement system absolutely will be the company. This Jeunesse is the reason why it's the centerpiece to the success of this company, is that we have a good product. No different than Apple, because Apple had such a good product, they grew such a big company. You know, when companies hit their momentum, whether it's Google, you know, or Chipotle's for that matter, you know, you're talking about growth companies, okay, that come into a space and they redefine it. Okay, they don't reinvent it, they redefine it. They make it simpler, easier, more convenient, or better, or more effective. We're redefining youth today. That's why I personally believe that for me, you know, I spent 20 years with one company. The next 20 years, I'm retiring in this company. Not retiring from it, I'm retiring in it, because I'm going to travel around the world with it. And I personally believe that Jeunesse Global will be that company that will redefine youth in the anti-aging space, that will be the next $10 billion plus company in this marketplace, breaking every record to get to $1 billion before anyone has ever done that. You know, in the history of network marketing, you have the best of the best right here. Okay, so with that said, hopefully that convinces you, believes, you're already at that place that you believe, but understand that you're going to go through some numbers. So if you've never been in network marketing, you've never been in this space before, you have such a wow product, you think everybody should buy it. Yeah, they should, but they don't. And here's how the numbers work. In baseball, if you strike out 7 times and you hit the ball 3 times, then they pay you 20 million. Okay, that's pretty good. You fail 7 times, you succeed 3 times, you get paid 20 million a year. Same thing in networking. You're going to get out there and you're going to get rejection. Your best friend is going to say no. Your mom and dad are going to say no. Your people are going to tell you, oh, you're in one of those things. It ain't a thing. It's the next big thing, is the thing you're in. You're going to have people that join, and 20 of the people, let's say you sponsor 20. Yeah, I'm saying sponsor 20 people. And I would say this, sponsor 20 on the left, 20 on the right. That's your 6-figure per year income, walk away wealth income. If you can focus on that right now, it will change your life. Don't worry about who's doing what in your organization. Focus on sponsoring 20 and 20, and then helping at least 12 of those 40 get 2. Okay? It will change your life, change your income forever. It's something that you can do. Sponsor 20. Once you get those 20, 6 to 8 will quit, 6 to 8 will incubate, 6 to 8 will engage, and 2 to 4 are going to go big. And when those 2 to 4 go big, get out of the way. Put the pom-poms on. Prospecting is as simple as this, guys. You've heard it before. Many of you have heard of form. Okay? We do this in our sleep. We do this anyways, and we just don't realize we do it. Okay? But in order to build and get somebody's attention, you have to build rapport. I mean, you got to be normal. You got to be who you are. You got to be yourself. Okay? And so when you're calling your first 10 people that you haven't talked to for a while, or you're talking to somebody who's a stranger, follow this methodology. Follow this process called form. Okay? I call it a 3-foot rule, but it's also, to me, it's my Facebook rule now. It's my texting rule now. It's my phone call rule. It's my 3-foot rule. It's anybody I talk to, I follow this process. The first thing, if I do know them, I'm going to ask about their family. Okay? I'm going to find out what's going on. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Don't try to be interesting. Be interested in them, truly and genuinely. People also, what? If you don't know them, I'll break the ice. Ask the question, where you from? Where you from? Where you from? It's a magic question. Where you from? Opens up the door for a new friend, for a new possibility, okay, for a new opportunity for you to grow your business. Okay, the O stands for occupation. As you're out, hey, where you from? Oh, I'm from so-and-so. Great, great, great. Geez, I know someone from there. Great, great, great. So what do you do for a living? Well, I've been a barista at Starbucks for 10 years. Oh, you must love that. I'm never going to say 10 years, man, a barista. Oh, you ever going to do something with your life? Never going to say that. I'm going to say, yes, I bet you love that, man. That's Starbucks, great coffee, great company. I'm sure they treat you right. A lot of times, they're going to come back and say, well, not really. Okay. Let them come to you. Well, what is it that you don't like about it? Well, I don't get a chance to see my kids enough, and I don't make enough money. I don't travel as much. Well, that leads you to some things, right? You can start talking to them about, well, what if we could show you how to travel more? What if we could show you how to spend more time with your children, earn a little bit more income, right? Recreation, you get to that point where it's like, maybe you get kids playing soccer, baseball, or find out what commonality, do you golf, do you surf, do you, whatever you do, just small talk, right? So this is all about building a rapport. It's called rapport building. That's all it is. People buy from people they trust and people they like. And by the time you've asked these questions, that person's going to say to you at some point along the line, what do you do? You know, or how's things going for you? And you're going to say, glad you asked. Let me ask you a question. Have you seen that 2-minute jaw dropping video? And then use the J Mobile app, download it for free, share the 2-minute video over and over and over and over and over again. And don't stop until you're at a place where you need to be. Okay. I'll go into a little bit more detail. Obviously, there's a little more positioning that you could do, you know, around asking some depending on the types of people that you're talking to, yellow, greens, professionals, non-professionals. And I'll get into that tomorrow about how to posture a little bit differently with some different people. Okay. I'll just give you one example right now. Like a lot of times when I'm talking to a business person, I might not just launch into, after I build a rapport, have you seen a 2-minute jaw dropping video? I might say, well, and they might say, what do you do? And I'll say, well, I'm in the youth enhancement business. In fact, I'm working with a company that was just listed by Inc. magazine as the #1 fastest growing direct sales company in the world. And yeah, it's kind of interesting company, I'm fairly new with them. And what impressed me most is that within the first, and I'll take this off screen share for a minute here. Within the first 5 years, the company basically went off and grew 121 countries, and they grew to $50 million a month within their first 5 years. And when so when I posture this with a business person, their mind just goes, really? 5 years in business, 121 countries, 50 million a month, $500 million company. Yeah, and here's the good thing is kind of cool thing is they came out with this new technology, this new product. They did a live demonstration on stage sometime in November 2014 of this new technology they secured world rights to. And when they did the live demonstration, it took 10 years off somebody's life in less than 2 minutes. And they sold out of the product and in 17 minutes. And since they introduced that product here in North America, the company went from 50 million to 78 million a month last month. The product that they just got their hands on, that they released, is kind of like having the license to print money. And so if I share with them, the company is the fastest growing company in 5 years, went to 50 million, came out with this new technology around skincare. It went from 50 million in November to $78 million per month in April because of this new product that just came out. It's sweeping the country. It's kind of like having a license to print money. Have you seen the 2-minute jaw dropping video? It's getting late here for me, so we're tongue tied. So sometimes I'm going to posture with a business person that way. Now, if it's somebody who's, not a professional, maybe just out of college or whatever, non-professional, I might just go, hey, have you seen the 2-minute jaw dropping video? Oh, you haven't? Hey, let me show you. What's your phone number? I'm going to send you a little 2-minute video. Would you watch it for me? Yeah. And I'm going to use J Mobile. I'm going to send it through J Mobile because when they click it, I'm going to know they clicked it, and they're going to be in my system now, and they're going to be linked to me and my website. Okay. So when you go in, if you haven't used J Mobile, you download it through the apps on your phone. It's free. You use your username and password in order to activate the account. It's tied right into the same site, basically, that you have online. Okay, you get reporting, commission checks, all that. Plus, you get a campaign. You can even customize. You can make your own video and share your own video instead of the Instantly Agent. So you can customize your campaigns. But they have inputted videos. The Secret of Jeunesse, the 2-minute video, the Founders video, the Affinity video, all the videos are there that you can share with somebody and it will drive them right to your replicated website. So if they want to join, buy the product, whatever, you get credit for it. Okay. And so you go in, you basically go into video campaigns on your phone, on the J Mobile app, video campaign, and you just tap lightly on the video you want to send. Let's say it's the 2-minute video, Instantly Ageless, and it will kind of highlight it a little bit. Down at the bottom, you click on the little icon, and it will pull up the options. I can send it to Facebook, to a text message, to an email, and different ways to communicate it. A lot of times you're just going to send it through a text, or you might send it through Facebook. So if you did that, just twice a day, every day, before you had a shower in the morning, and said, hey, who am I going to bless today? Who do I care about? Who do I want to help today? And you went in and you shared that video, and you followed up, and you moved them to an event. And folks, I'm going to tell you, if you prospect, if you use a 2-minute video and you tie it into a live event, like social, okay, like we did in Oklahoma last night, it's social. People got a chance to try the product live. They got to see the video. They got to hear people live. They got to have some fun in the process. All right, people signing up right there on the spot. Okay, because people like that. I mean, I don't mind sitting here in my office, talking to you, but I'd rather be sitting with you over a cup of coffee talking to you. Okay, because there's something about being live that's special. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go back to my screensaver here if I figure that out. Got one more slide and we'll conclude for the evening. I'm gonna share entire screen again. Okay, I'm gonna go here, and then I think we're sharing the entire screen. Okay, so the last thing is that for the ones that are new to the business, this is a hard one. I think this is a hard one. It was a hard one for me too. But if you're a professional, let's say you're a dentist, and we have some dentists in our organization that do really well, but it's about them, right? So if they're drilling, filling, billing, making money every day, they're the issue. That's how they make their money. If they stop drilling, filling, billing, they stop making money. Our business has to be about you not being the issue. In order to earn walk-away income, you can't be the issue, okay? Because you can't walk away, So it isn't about you. It's about the whole picture. It's about the company. People want to look younger, feel better. People want to make money. And then when you utilize the technology and the system, you don't become people dependent. You become system dependent, and you tie them into everything that the company has to offer. Because I want to be able to say this to my distributor almost a day after I do a game plan interview with them, is that if I'm gone tomorrow, if I can train them properly the day that they sign up, they don't need me anymore, because this company provides such incredible support, communication, training, and systems for them to grow with or without me. My job is to help them become independent, not dependent or codependent on me. Okay, so when you sign somebody, they choose their pack, they know their username and password to get into the back office. You tie them into all the social media links at the top right-hand corner of your replicated web page. Okay, you tie them in the company Facebook, the company Twitter, the company YouTube page, the company Google page. And once they get that knowledge, that's available to them, okay, that's all the knowledge they'll ever need. Because now they're system dependent. They'll be fed a plethora of information. In addition to that, that's the macro support that Jeunesse offers. The micro support that we offer is through the Jeunesse Global Success Team website. Also, Chris Hussey and Aaron Parker have the Superstars, Facebook community page and their whole social network. So whether you're part of our, I would say everyone should tie into every community page that's part of their organization upline, so they can get fed all the information. Get them involved. Make sure that your new person that you're friends with on Facebook, you add them to the community page so they're plugged in. So if something happens to you, right? God bless, God forbid, something happens to you, then that person isn't gonna, be left on the side of the road. You're not the issue, okay? And so let them have a chance to succeed without you. And so understand that the video, we all say, don't be the tool, use the tools, so don't try to give the best presentation. You don't have to be the best. The video never changes, by the way. Like every time you show the 2-minute video, it works. Every time you show Secret of Jeunesse, it says the same thing, A through Z, never changes. I'll change because, I'm 51 years old now and I forget what I just said, and we'll stumble over things, but it's crafted to be perfect every time. So the video is the issue, okay? The exposure of utilizing those videos is the issue. And it's something that somebody else can do, okay? So anything and everything that I do, I want to make sure 100 levels below me, somebody below me can do. So if I'm creating my own little thing over here in the corner that only I know how to do, and it's not tied to the entire company system, then I'm trying to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already been created. Don't reinvent it. Plug it into all the systems that are there. There's no excuse why you can't learn everything about these products right now, because you have Google. You have the social media links that the company has. You can learn everything you need to know about this product by just punching in. I need to know about Finity. Okay, Google Finity, Jeunesse Global. Bang, all the information is going to come up. A miracle. It's like a miracle, right? Jeunesse compensation plan. Bang, there's all kinds of comp plans being explained out there. It's a miracle. No, it's not a miracle. It's just called access to information. And so you have to be inspired and motivated to go move yourself in that direction to learn. Yes, you have to learn. Okay? And so, hey, this business is easy to do. It's also easy not to do. I can say, hey, just do 2 a day. I guarantee most of you go like, I can do 2 a day, but you won't, because it's easy not to. But if I told you that if I said to you, for $100,000 by the end of this year, I will guarantee you $100,000 income minimum. But the only thing you got to do for 5 days a week, I'll give you 2 days off, that you do 2 exposures a day. Okay, so that means that's 50 exposures per month. 2 a day, 50 a month. What do I mean by that? Well, you're going to send somebody a 2-minute video on the Instant Agents first to tease them, to open up the door. Yes, I don't care who they are. That's what you're doing. If you think they might like Finity instead, no. Don't show them Finity. Show them that, because it's the license to print money right now. Then follow up with, Secret of Jeunesse video, the 15-minute video, complete overview. Okay. If someone's not willing to give you 2 minutes, then 15 minutes, then they're not interested. Some people go, oh, people won't watch 15 minutes. Then next, I want people that are looking to be financially independent and get out of the rat race. They'll spend 15 minutes watching something stupid on TV. They'll spend 15 minutes, searching around Facebook. Spend 15 minutes of possibility to change your life. Lock in, focus in. Tell me if you like it, if you don't. Okay? It's easy to do. It's easy not to do. So if I told you that's all you had to do, at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the year, you $100,000 a year, would you do it? I hope so, because that's what's at the end of the tunnel. Right now, with the timing, the way it is, over the next 12 months, if you do just 2 a day, 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 you'll be amazed at what your income is 30, 60, 90 days, 120 days out. Okay? And understand that people communicate with feelings, not just words. Okay? So it's what you say, how you say it, that's more important than what you say. It's the music behind it. So you got to be passionate about what it is that you have. You have to have the energy. You have to have the belief that goes behind what you say. You can't ho-hum this. This isn't a ho-hum time anymore. This company's proven. This company's rocking. This company's changing people's lives. You know, 5 years, 65 millionaires already making over $1 million a year in this company. There's many, many, many more to come. This is a 10-year, 20-year play that you're going to look back. It's going to be a legacy. And you're going to say, man, I'm glad I did this. So I'll take this off screen sharing and then I'll close it out. I'm so excited to be able to have the opportunity to share with each and every one of you tonight. This has been training on prospecting. Hopefully you get a chance to revisit it. It will be up here and posted to come back and visit again and again. And then we'll go over tools, we'll go over events and follow up as the next couple of days go on here. But I will say that if anything I can get across tonight, and I think I leverage the tools quite a bit, is that the most important thing that you can start implementing right now is to get your calendar out and start penciling in events that you can have for your new organization. Every new person that you bring in, you need to launch a live demonstration of this product in their living room and have a party, okay? So with that said, thanks for your time tonight. Good night and God bless everybody. Bye-bye for now.